Hey guys, do you want to make a meaningful difference in one of my local Nicaraguan friends' lives? My friend Flavio's dream is to do art and be able to do it for a living, and you can help him accomplish this, okay? If you're in the US or in Europe, you can check out the merchandise shelf below and purchase a product there. All of these products are designed by Flavio, and he gets all of the proceeds from these sales. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and if you want to support our work, check out the merchandise, buy a course, do that kind of stuff. Now I'll see you in today's video. Ciao!
What's up, guys? Alright, so I'm gonna share with you some insight on all of this talk about if dropshipping's dead, and also talk about something controversial. I sell a dropshipping course even though I don't dropship anymore. And I figured, you know, I didn't really talk about this, so why don't I explain it? But before I do that, I want to address the whole is dropshipping on eBay dead, and address that a lot of instructors are teaching people to dropship on Amazon now, right? And the reality is both Amazon and eBay are opportunities for people, and I will show you this in this series of videos by other YouTubers. So first, look at this. Paul did a video in 2019, that's very recent, addressing the topic of if eBay dropshipping is dead in 2019. In 2018, Mark did a video, is eBay dropshipping dead in 2018, published in the beginning of the year, so that's very early in 2018. In 2017, Suzanne A. Wells did a video about why eBay dropshipping doesn't work and the truth about it. And for some reference, this is a physical eBay seller who's not a huge fan of dropshipping, but she felt this way in 2017. And this guy, well, he quit in 2016 as well. And he didn't really like dropshipping, was overwhelmed by it, that kind of thing. Oh, and then this guy, oh, he thinks that it's really stupid to use Amazon as a source to dropship, and he has thought this since September in 2015. And I'm in a really interesting position here because I get to kind of see all of these creators, and as a creator myself, I'm kind of more aware of the scene and the patterns in the scene. And I can tell you guys that it's always an opportunity. Things are always changing, and if it's dead or alive, just simply is the public's perception of what's currently going on dropshipping, and this is based on stories that influencers have provided about it. If a well-known influencer does a video about how they got banned, or a friend got banned, or how they quit, then a lot of people will assume and they will give up, right? Because the reality is, for a lot of these courses, myself included as an instructor, the vast majority of students never even complete like 10% of the course. Like, let alone finish the course, let alone actually apply what they learned in the course. And it's really interesting because it's kind of reshaped how I view people, because now I really understand. It's like, wow, like to earn money effectively, like, you really do need to charge a lot of money for your course so that people take it more seriously, right? And like, so now I want to talk a little bit about my course, because again, the title of this video is the fact that I have a dropshipping course, but I don't dropship anymore. And this is like often used against me, and I'm judged for it, right? But honestly, I've been judged for random crap my whole life. And like, the reality is, this course isn't designed to show you exactly how to dropship. It is designed to give you an overview of what dropshipping looks like, what it is. And also, like, I got banned, and all the information necessary to prevent me getting banned is in this course. One of the values that I try and have with this course is to be completely transparent. Like, I talk in the beginning of the course about the fact that dropshipping is an amazing stepping stone. It's an awesome thing when your quality of life isn't what you want, and you want to be able to change it without really having much else going on in your life. You don't have a YouTube channel, or you don't have something else. You don't have some other business or something to change things, right? You can actually change your life pretty quickly with dropshipping, whether you are based overseas or in the US. That is always an opportunity, whether it's through Shopify or eBay or Amazon. The reality is, a lot of us have opinions on which one is better, but all of them can be used to change your life. It's just a matter of if you do it or if you don't. The reality is, if it doesn't work for you, that's because you didn't apply yourself properly and you stopped trying. If you keep trying, the only thing that can prevent success is your death. If you aren't dead, then you stopped trying. There is no other alternative. Like, everything can be done if you know how to do it properly and you're able to get a competitive advantage. Some people can do this with Shopify, other people with eBay, other people with Amazon. And another thing, these platforms are so freaking big that you can have one experience and somebody else's experience is complete night and day, right? Like recently I've had conversations with other YouTubing dropshippers about losing their accounts and that kind of thing. And some of them are worried about the fact that they make YouTube videos and eBay is like watching their account and that, you know, oh, maybe they banned you because of this. Yet, in my experience, like eBay gave me $7,000 off of my bill and referenced the fact that I'm making YouTube videos that increase awareness of eBay. Like, so there's all of these contradictions, and the reality is one person can have a horrible, horrendous experience with a company, and another person can do the exact same thing and have an amazing experience. Like, eBay had no right to give me that much money for, like, I was not teaching people how to effectively dropship. I was doing the most low-quality form of listing possible, right? Just blindly bulk posting tens of thousands of items. And for whatever reason at the time, eBay did not care. They gave me limit increases. They were like, whatever, we're getting the sales. It's all good. Like, it just goes to show you that there is perception about what opportunities are currently available. And then there is the reality of what opportunities are currently available. And the reality is that all of these things are opportunities. It's just a matter of what works best for you versus what works for other people, right? And you can find a million reasons to give up doing something. The internet is filled with many things, but above all else, you can count on the internet to provide you with reasons to give up. It will give you 2 or 3 reasons to stop doing something before it gives you 1 reason to keep going. This is just a reality of humans. We don't want to admit that there is this whole world of opportunities of multiple different kinds right in front of us. We don't care about that. What we want is to know, to be able to tell ourselves, oh, well, if I'm not living a good life, it's because of circumstances beyond my control. I can't really do anything about it. And that's where a lot of people stop. Instead of continuously trying over and over and over and over again, doing something every single day to improve their lives, they just convince themselves that something's dead or it's not an opportunity, right? And it's pretty funny, honestly. Like, I used to struggle with this a little bit, but now that I've understood the loop of how things work, I understand, like, wow, I could never... Like, if I were to take my course down, that would hurt more people than it helps. Because the reality is, whatever experience I had, whatever I got banned, as long as I put it into the course, it's relevant and useful to people. And even if somebody purchases my course, doesn't do anything that I teach, but then finds someone else who actually teaches them something, and then they learn from that, like, that is good in my book, if I can contribute to that in some way, which is one of the reasons that I work with other people. So now that I've explained a little bit about that, I might as well explain, like, what the course is and just tell you guys, okay, like, if you're interested in dropshipping, let's talk a little bit about some of the relevant things here. So the first thing I should address is how eBay currently kind of feels about dropshipping, right? So there's a course, or there's a section in the course, section 3, that includes, like, a bunch of, like, metrics about how to understand your eBay account and that kind of thing, how to process out of stocks and these kind of things. And then if we go to, I have a section about, yeah, eBay bans, restrictions, and suspensions. So this section was added after I got banned, right? So I put in every piece of information I had ever gotten, posting over 300,000 items in my eBay lifetime about every single item that caused me a problem, the keywords, how eBay's suspension systems work, the things to avoid. All of this is available in this course, right? So what I want you guys to understand is, again, people have been talking about dropshipping being dead every year since dropshipping existed. It is completely normal. And public perception and the reality for a lot of people are often very different. People are always going to get banned dropshipping on eBay. And people are also always going to continue to make a lot of money dropshipping on eBay. eBay as a platform is not performing well. And eBay as a company doesn't fully understand why this is, and they are not handling themselves properly. So we can just give some very basic evidence to this fact real quick by going to Google Trends, and I can show you, if you look at eBay versus Amazon, you can see that Amazon actually used to be less interested. The internet was less interested in Amazon than it was in eBay. But this has changed drastically, right? So if we look here, we search Amazon, we're going to change it. So instead of the past 12 months, it's going to be since the beginning of Google Trends in 2014 on January 1st. Now we're going to add another keyword, eBay, right? And now look at this. All right, so in the beginning, Amazon had about a third the interest that eBay did. And then on December in 2010, Amazon's interest, the amount of searches people were doing related to Amazon versus eBay, actually passed eBay. And look at eBay's growth here. So eBay is actually growing at this point, right? They're at like 32. They're growing. Interest in them is growing. And then in 2006, that growth essentially stops. Interest in eBay has not grown. In fact, it is diminishing consistently over the past 12 years. That is some serious problems as far as like longevity where eBay is concerned and Amazon is concerned. And I'm bringing this up to you guys because it's really interesting seeing how eBay makes change to kind of shake off dropshippers, and their logic, like if you talk to eBay reps, a lot of them are like, we don't like that we're getting calls from customers because people are dropshipping from Amazon, right? So they're getting boxes and it's showing Amazon, and essentially in eBay's eyes, Amazon is getting a customer through an advertisement, through an eBay purchase, right? And it's great because eBay is blaming the dropshippers when the reality is that Amazon provides a superior service and people are using this to capitalize on it. And eBay is attacking the dropshippers, which is really dumb on eBay's part because this just inevitably means that dropshippers are leaving eBay and going towards Amazon. So that is even like, it's just hilarious seeing how eBay routinely makes decisions that act out of ignorance and in reaction to things. These two combinations outline a lot of kind of the decisions that they make, and they're really trying to milk their company and their customers for more money by increasing the promoted listings and all this kind of stuff. But you can literally see that the interest in eBay as a company is lower than it has been ever in all of time. Like, if you use Google Trends for that metric, right now, at this moment, it is as low as it has ever been. eBay is not making good decisions. And you can tell just by this. They would be growing. Most e-commerce is growing. And you can see Amazon, like these random spikes, right? These are every December, basically. Every fourth quarter, you get these crazy spikes that you can see, right? Look how noticeable that is. It's like boom, 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 boom. Whereas with eBay, like you kind of notice they have a bit of that going on here, but then it almost completely tapers off and there's some very minimal spiking. It's really fascinating. And as eBay is losing more and more traction, Amazon is just gaining more and more traction, which is really fascinating, right? But again, okay, so what else would you get if you take a look at this course? Because if you are really educated about dropshipping and you know a lot about it, then this course honestly isn't going to be that useful for you. But I do believe that the course is valuable because what a lot of instructors do is that they super simplify their courses and make it an exact step-by-step process, right? But the reality is, like, there's tons of that content available for you guys. There's tons of people who are going to try and convince you that they have the best course. It is absolutely going to change your life, all this kind of stuff. But the reality is most of you guys taking these courses, no matter how much you pay for them, are not going to actually engage in the content. So the fact that people get worked up and bothered by these instructors sharing information like this, when most of us don't even follow through with the courses that we purchase, it just shows kind of the hypocrisy of human nature, right? Those of us who are willing to go further and educate ourselves will expose ourselves to a lot of different opinions, right? And that's another thing that I'm not worried about the fact that I sell this course. It's $20, like $20. How many times in your life have you like accidentally spent $20 on like food or something, and then it hasn't really affected you in any way? Like literally, you could get 2 meals in the States for $20 or one fancier meal, right? And all it does is feed you for like 6 hours, and then your body needs more food. In this case, you could buy this course for $20, and like I would be really surprised if you didn't learn something that made it worth $20, right? A lot of these courses are hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And it was really important to me that I want to reach as many people as possible, because I understand that most people don't actually need a step-by-step guide. What most people need is the encouragement to realize that this opportunity is always there. Whether it's drop shipping or selling t-shirts or physical resale or making software or doing like designs and outsourcing them or drawing your own art for things or making products for other people or working as a freelancer on Fiverr or affiliate marketing or making a YouTube course or making courses on Udemy or on Skillshare or on Teachable. Like, these are just the tip of the iceberg of potential ways to earn money online. And I think one of my roles as an individual is to just convince you guys that it's real. Like, people are always earning money doing this stuff. And don't let yourself be one of those many people who convinces yourself the opportunity's dead and therefore it's not worth doing. All right? All right, guys, I figured I'd just do this quick lecture, kind of show you guys about what I'm doing, what's going on with this, why I'm still selling a course even though I don't dropship anymore, and a little bit about the dropshipping as an industry, because people are always talking about it dying. You can find tons of videos about that from the dawn of time. So honestly, you're kind of better off just doing your thing, getting towards the holy grail, which is like having multiple unlinked accounts. And that's really the only way that you can maintain true long-term stability. It's possible to develop a really good relationship with eBay where they're not going to ban you, and the chance of that is really unlikely. But eBay is a big company, and even if most of their employees don't feel that way, it only takes one doing something wrong, and next thing you know, you're in trouble. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Ciao.